Hello, greetings from this side of the world. Wherever you are in the world, I greet you. This is Words That Heal as always, and you have me with you today again, Pearl A.B. Clinton, very much present with you. Like I always say, you cannot listen to us and not be encouraged, strengthened, comforted, have hope and faith, be motivated, inspired, and be able to deal with the many issues of life. Yes, you cannot listen to us and not have your heart healed from many hurts. So if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you for believing in us and being with us thus far. And if you're just seeing this video and you're just joining us for the first time, I want to welcome you, and please like and subscribe. I'm waiting for you to do that. Have you done that? Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing to our channel. Let's get into what we have for us today. Today, I'm not smiling as you're seeing me, because the matter I want to talk about is what is rampant in society today. Not to downcast anyone or judge anyone or backlash anyone, but just a general view on what I think is right or what I know is right that should be done in this situation I want to talk about. And so today I want to talk about toxicity in relationships for singles and married. And then, in fact, every relationship you find yourself in, nobody can stand anything toxic anyway. So what is toxicity? Let's define our terms today. Toxicity refers to the quality of being toxic. Then, what then is the meaning of toxic? Toxic simply means harmful. So, what is relationship? Relationship is connection or association. It's a condition of being related. It can also be said to be a way in which two or more people behave and are involved with each other. That's what relationship is. So now, let's get straight to it. What are the dangers of toxic relationship? Number one, threatened mental well-being. Oh my God. One of the reasons why the channel was created is to help people have a stable mental health. Your mental health is very, very important. By all means, desire to be sane. It's not even funny at all for you to not be sane. The world is filled with a lot of craziness already. You don't want to be part of the things in the crazy world. So your mental health is very, very important. That's why you have to avoid toxic relationships. The truth is, if your mental health is affected, automatically your emotional well-being is threatened. That's the truth. Your emotional well-being becomes threatened. Especially when you find yourself in a toxic relationship, abusive words are used constantly on you, curses. In fact, it will just lead to severe trauma if you are not in a good mental state. So today, I'm telling you the dangers so that you will know that this one is a no-go area. Your mental well-being is very important. So avoid toxic relationships. The second thing that I would say should make you avoid toxic relationships is threatened physical well-being. Especially when beatings is involved. You have scars that you do not, plan for, bruises that you don't even know where it's coming from because you found yourself in a relationship. So it's very important that you avoid toxic relationships. Another thing that will happen to you if you don't leave that toxic relationship you may be in is that you will just lose yourself. Your sense of self-worth and value will be gone because of toxic relationship. The fourth thing that will happen to you because of toxic relationship is that sometimes you end up being vengeful when you are the abused one or the one that is being abused. You become vengeful to the point that every time you sit down and think, you always want to do the person back, as in, I want to do you back. That's what staying around toxicity will do for you. It will just make you become vengeful. So at the end of the day, you start imagining wicked things that that on a normal day you will not even sit down to imagine, because you're in a toxic relationship. I'll tell you for sure, I've been in a toxic relationship where I was being abused, and I stayed there for God knows how. I can't tell you the number of years I stayed there, because if I tell you the number of years, to be as if you should just come and blow me. It was a relationship, it's not marriage safe, but I was there until it dawned on me that toxicity is not for me. I was going down mentally and emotionally. It was just not funny. So I would say that these are the dangers of toxic relationship, but not limited to this though. I'm just saying this so that we can pick it up and begin to watch out for these dangers. Then let me bring us the solution to toxic relationship. Number one, most imperatively, if you are a single person in a toxic relationship, run. That's what I would say. There is no use for you to continue to be in a toxic relationship at all. There's no use. Don't even begin to go through that headache. It's too early. It's too early. If you know you are in one, run. I say run. Jackpa. Igbo people will say, how do they put it to? How do Igbo people say this thing again? Bossa. Bossa. Please. Run with your two legs. You see, I used to have a friend that would tell me, I don't have slippers here. I would have described the way he used to say it. He said once he finds himself in a toxic environment, he will just pick up his slippers. Don't stick like this, and run. Don't stay there. You are single. You cannot go and be killing yourself inside that relationship. The second set of people is married people. If you are married, first of all, when you see that your marriage relationship is becoming abusive, the first thing to do is to speak up, cry out for help. Don't stay there. Cry out for professional help. That's the first thing you have to do. Then the second thing you have to do is be separated from your abuser. Stay away from your abuser at that point in time. Separation can help you heal faster, number one. Two, if you want to pray, you can be praying for separation. Rather, if you want to pray, you can be praying while you are separated. Three, if you want to reconcile, reconciliation can be going on while you are separated. Don't stay there and be trying to reconcile or solve matters, or I don't know how I want to put it, and be praying. No, be separated first. Let us know that in that separation state, you'll be praying. Let us know how God will answer the prayer. But while you are being abused, don't stay there. The third thing I will say is, which is of course the last resolve, is after everything has been said and done, and the abuser is not changing his ways, or is not even thinking of changing how he treats you, the next thing to go to is divorce. Before anybody comes here for me and say I'm supporting divorce, I am not supporting divorce. I will, from a professional standpoint, which I have done, then I will talk from the Christian standpoint, which I want to do now about divorce. Jesus Christ himself addressed divorce. Just, you can look it up, but I'll give us the backdrop of the story. Matthew 19 from verse 3 to about verse 10 or so. Jesus' disciple came to him and asked him, is it good for a man to put away his wife for just any cause? Jesus Christ now went on to tell them, when two come together, they have become one. What God has joined together, let no man put asunder. After saying all of those things, then he now went to tell them that from the beginning, God did not propose divorce to be happening. That is, he said it was not so. But however, divorce has happened because of the hardness of people's hearts. Now, if you look at this scenario, when we talk about toxic relationship, check the abuser and the abusee. And how would I put it? The abuser and the one being abused. Check their heart conditions. The person who is being abused have his own issues with his heart. The person who is the abuser, has serious heart issues. I don't know what the person that is being abused may have done to you, but if you're in marriage, of course you forgive, and then you move on. You call the person's attention to what is offending you, and then the person tries to adjust, and you move on. You don't get on abusing the person every day, beating the person because the person is not doing what you want, or the person is not taking corrections. You can't correct people like that. That person that is being abused is an adult like you too. What I'm saying now goes both ways. We find ourselves in relationships where sometimes it's the wife that abuses the husband, but for the most part, husbands are the ones that abuse their wife. So I want to say that before we come to divorce, Jesus Christ said it's because of the hardness of our hearts, that's why we're being divorced. This divorce have crept into our society because of man's wickedness. That's what Jesus Christ is saying. Because of the hardness of man's heart. And of course, the Bible clearly states that the heart of man is evil. Desperately evil. Is wicked. So that's why divorce came in. So the word divorce is inevitable. It will keep happening in some circles, especially when you find yourself in a relationship that is toxic. However, that is the last resolve to the marriage relationship when it comes to toxicity. That's the last resolve. So I will just say today that if you're in an abusive relationship, run as a single. If you're in an abusive marriage, please separate yourself from that marriage first for the moment, while your spiritual authorities and those you respect, psychologists and psychiatric doctors, step into the situation, whichever way you want to go. Counselors, they step into the situation and begin to help both parties heal from whatever may have brought about the abuse in the first place before they can come back together. If not, if the person have repented genuinely, the marriage can continue. But if the person have not, please live in peace and not pieces. Live in peace and not pieces. Forget about what people will say. I said you cannot please everybody in this life. Forget about what people will say. Irrespective of your spiritual authorities, your families, your friends, what society will say at large, forget about it. Live and be able to heal, and then can continue with your life. There's nowhere that they said if you don't get married you cannot fulfill destiny, or if you're not married you cannot fulfill destiny. Run away from abusive relationships. And I trust that you have learned a lot from this video today. I want to say I love you so much for believing in me and being with me so far. If you have not liked, please like. If you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe. Leave your comments behind concerning what you have said today. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button so that when we make our next video, you'll be notified. Then please, also, if you have questions and concerns about life, you can send us an email at whatsthatheal22@gmail.com. Until I come your way again next time, please do well to be strong, live gratefully always, and no matter what you're going through in life, never give up. I love you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.